These gorgeous little scrapbooks are absolutely perfect for giving as gifts. They're 4 by 4 inches with a 1.5 inch spine, and they've got a hard cover. These ones I've covered in fabric, and I'm going to make some for art journals as well using paper. They're the perfect size for adding instax instant photos, or just for adding a little bit of journaling and a few tiny photos that you print off yourself. So these are the materials and tools that you're going to need, so you can pause the video and write those down if you want to, but there will be a how-to guide at some point on my website, so check out the description link, there should be something in there. I'm cutting my pieces of board to size, and these are going to make up the covers and the spine. So it's 4 by 4 inches for each of the covers and 4 by 1.5 inches for the spine. I'm using some glue stick to glue mine down, and I'm gluing it down onto some collage paper that I've got there. So basically it's just a scrap of paper that I've done some watercolour on, and I use that for collaging, but I thought it would make a nice cover for this. So I make sure that I cut my paper or my fabric or whatever that I'm covering the outer pieces with about 1/2 inch to 1 inch all the way around extra, so that I can glue and fold that in. I snip my edges so that there's not quite so much bulk, and you'll need to snip a little bit more off if you're using fabric, because that does tend to bulk up at the corners. So I'm using my glue stick to stick that down all the way around the book, and then that makes a really nice cover. It's quite durable. I do one extra step, which is to add some reinforcement to the spine on the inside of the book, and I use fabric tape for that because I've found that it's really durable and it helps to add some flexibility to that spine area, so when I'm opening and closing the book it's still nice and durable. To cover the inside of the covers, I'm using a gel plate print, and I'm sticking that on the inside, and I cut these pieces just slightly smaller than the cover piece. It's 3.75 by 3.75 inches, and that way there's a little border all the way around and you can still see the cover paper just on the edges. So that sticks down nicely, and then I make myself a couple of templates, one for the signatures so I know where to punch the holes in the signatures, and one for the piece of paper that I'm actually going to be sewing the signatures onto. I'm using 3 signatures in this book, and they are comprising of craft paper, so it's about 100 GSM I think, craft paper, so it's really nice and durable, it's quite strong, and I really like the colour of this stuff, and it is recycled as well, so that's a special eco-friendly sort of added advantage for these particular books. And this is how I make my template, and I've shown how to do this before. It's just a really easy way to make a template, and I use the same width and height size piece of paper as the spine, and then I fold that down the middle and fold it in on itself so that it creates intersections, and that makes 3 nice evenly spaced holes for me to be able to punch into my signatures and then sew those signatures onto my piece of paper that's going to be then stuck into the book. Because I'm adding 3 signatures in, I've made a template there so that my signatures will be evenly spaced onto that piece of paper, and this is just how I fold it so that I get those nicely evenly spaced. And I use this template each time so that I can make multiple books, and all of the holes will be in the same place and all of the signatures will be evenly spaced in every single book. I'm using a 3-hole pamphlet stitch for these books because it's really easy, and of course they're very small, so 3 stitches will hold it really neatly in place and it will be very solid. And the added advantage of sewing them onto a piece of robust paper like this beforehand is that the end of the stitching will be hidden, so you won't see that on the outside of the book. Of course you could sew them directly into the cover if you like, but I find this way hides it all neatly. I'm using 5 sheets. They are 8 inches long by 4 inches tall, and then I fold those in half, use my bone folder, and then I use my template to make my holes in that signature. They're sewn in with a little bit of baker's twine. I think it's cotton, but it's incredibly strong, and I tie the knots on the outside of that piece of paper, so you can see that when I then tip that into the book and glue it in using this really strong all-purpose glue, it sticks down really well and it hides all that stitching. I find it absolutely invaluable to use some of these little paper clips, and it just holds it down in place long enough for that glue to really grab hold of it. I hope you enjoyed seeing this, and if you did, give me a thumbs up. I add those details to the website, and the link will be in the description below. You take care. Bye.